Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is the tarot reading for the year 2016 for the sign of Pisces. If you have the sun, the moon, or the rising sign in Pisces, or even a stellium, which is at least three planets in the same sign, in the sign of Pisces, then this is the reading for you. This will be a very general reading. If you'd like a personalized reading just for you, please send an email to dunyaza@gmail.com. Below you can see my email, and you can click also in the link which will lead you to my blog, and you will see my services page, and you will have like my services, the services that I provide. So again, this is very general. This will be a 24 card reading. Each month will have two cards, and the decks that I'm using are the Nicoletta Cecoli or Cecoli Tarot, which is beautiful. It really has like that Pisces vibe, and it cost me, how much did it cost me? 23 euros and 20 cents a few days ago in a store in Portugal called ESPIRAL. I'll leave the link. And I love the stories where I buy all of my decks. It has decks and crystals and books, and it's wonderful. And the second deck that I'm going to be using, and I think it's really appropriate for you, it's called the Karma Angels. And I bought it in the same store, and it cost me 19 euros and 80 cents, again a few days ago. So this is a 32 card oracle deck, and I just thought of you. These two decks together just speak Pisces. They scream Pisces. And so this one has, I don't know if you can see. Wait, you open, and there's a book, and then there's the cards. But the cards are already all set up. So I'm gonna read from the book and see what the angels have to tell you, Pisces, during the year of 2016. So for January, the cards that came out for you were the Hangman, which is like a doll with two heads and she's suspended, and Sachiel, which is number 16. You see it? Beautiful, right? So usually the Hangman means of like being standing still, not moving. Also, it might speak of a sacrifice that needs to be done, of letting go of something, of having no resistance towards something, just letting life happen, whatever it is. And in the book, Sachiel or Sachiel is number 16, and 16. What does it say? The challenge is to give in to the power of abundance, and the lesson is life as a natural order that always finds its balance. Sachiel, just and justice, the archangel of Jupiter. Sachiel brings both joviality and abundance to our lives. The angel rules over financial issues, politics, law, and all traditional aspects of society. This is a light, this is a highly beneficial, this is a highly beneficial card to receive in a future position, as it indicates financial reward and blessings. It also challenges to enjoy and share any wealth we receive, and to recognize that such wealth is sometimes only a passing pleasure. I would say that if you allow life to happen and renounce control, then good things will come to you. You'll be rewarded. You'll have financial abundance during this month of January, but you need to keep in mind that all of this is passing. Okay, this is not something that is meant to stay. But if you just let go, good things will come to you. in January. And February, the cards that came out for you were the Moon. You see the little doll, she's in water, and Pisces is a water sign. And Elamaya, I think it's Elamaya, number 19. You see it? It's really interesting. It's like gold. These angels are full of gold. So the moon usually speaks of fears, illusions, deception, self-deception, many dark fears, paranoia. Also speaks of the occult, of being really connected to your intuition. So Pisces could be a very intuitive type of sign in traditional tarot. This, because it's the moon, this card connects with the sign of Cancer. In Cancer is another water sign, is Pisces. So let's see what the angel Elamaya, I think it's Elamaya, number 19, which is interesting because in the tarot, after the 18th, the moon, there comes the number 19, which is the sun. So the sun usually shines a light into your fears. It's much more positive. It's much more optimistic. And in the Karma Angels, the message is, the challenge is giving without expectation of return, and the lesson is, life is a constant flow of possibilities. Elamaya, the angel of regeneration and renewal. This is an angel who is strongly associated with water, and she's in water. And all that water symbolizes, and he's like in a fountain. I don't know if you can see it. He's on top of a fountain. So with water, and all that water symbolizes healing, flowing, and freely giving. Again, this giving thing. It supports positive change through challenging experiences. So you are asked to take a risk with your heart and be generous at this time. And you will be protected and rewarded for your offering. I would say that because it's associated with healing, it's like use your intuition to heal yourself or heal your fears. The deepest fears that you feel, heal them by using water. Pisces really connects well with water. It could be, go to a spa, just go to your local pool and swim, be near water, be in water to heal yourself. Um, he supports positive change through challenging experiences. So you are asked to take a risk with your heart. I think it's like face your fears and do it anyway. So these fears and these negative experiences, you can even have negative experiences with other people. They are all serving you to heal you, to bring to the surface everything which is hidden. Even your fears can be hidden from yourself, but they are bringing, if you have negative experiences with other people, they are serving to bring all the fears that you don't know about yourself to the surface, so you can heal them, so you can get rid of them forever. And you can heal them by, I don't know, through the use of water, just using water as a therapy tool of some kind. This is February. In March, the cards that came out for you, again, were the Four of Cups, and she's in water. She's a little mermaid. Cups, again, is water. She's a little mermaid under the sea. And the angel is Shavakian. I think it's Shavakian, number 29. So, March. The Four of Cups usually is associated with not taking action, thinking about things, resting, thinking about, reflecting, even meditating. But also in traditional decks is like being offered something and not seeing that you are being offered something. There's an opportunity that either you reject or don't see because you're not seeing things clearly. Is being a bit, is feeling apathy. Yeah, and in this case, she can't move because she's like in this globe underwater, and even if she wants to move, she can't. So it's like being forced to rest, being forced not to take action. And Shavakian, number 29, in March, what does he tell you? So the challenge is finding the solution that works for everyone. The lesson is the line of least resistance is often the best for all. And Shavakian is the rallying reconciliation. The angel brings peace in inner unit and asks us to reconcile ourselves to others' opinions. We should find the middle way at this time. Many of the angels have a corresponding verse in the Bible, which can be recited if you wish to draw the angel closer to you. In the case of Shavakin, it is, I think, Psalms 116:1. I love the Lord, because he hath heard my voice in my supplications. In a more general sense, you attract this angel and his advice in a reading is to pour oil onto troubled waters. Pour oil onto troubled waters. So, yeah, take no action. Just let things be. Rest. Because the line of least resistance is often the best for all. Should find the middle way. Yeah, healing yourself is allowing, I would say, reconciliation, and reconciliation might happen better if you take no action, if you just reflect, if you allow things to happen, if you go to the middle way, and healing happens if you take no action. I don't know if it makes or if you just contemplate things and meditate for a while, and allow reconciliation to happen in some way. This is March. In April, the cards that came out for you were the Ten of Swords, little doll, and she's being attacked by a knife. Oh my god! And like this cookie is crying. Oh, this terrible thing. So she's being attacked. And the angel that came out for you was, I think it's Uziel number 31. And he's in water, he's in a shell, he's talking to the fishes. You know? Usually the Ten of Swords is like the last bang, like a turning point. You see the truth clearly, there's no escaping from the truth. Or it could be you feel like you're being attacked, and in whatever, like it's like the last conflict. It's a last conflict where people attack you. You might, again, this is a general thing, but you see reality for what it is, and after that, after facing reality with honesty, with open eyes, you see things clearly, and life will never be the same because your eyes are open, because you know the truth. It's like the last pain, also the last trial you have to take. And so Uziel number 31, what does it say to you? The lesson is staying true to your own course. I'm sorry, this is the challenge. And the lesson is every man and every woman is a star. Even if they're like attacking you, you are a star, and that person is a star, or those people are stars. Use your Uziel, caring compassion. Whilst the angel's name means God is my strength, the energy of the card is one of powerful compassion. It is the compassion of being strong in yourself and your own purpose. When this card appears, it shows you must care about your own path at this time. To me, it says that you're being attacked by others because you are on your own path, or people are seeing that you are your own path. You're starting something, or um, but the advice of the angel is, whatever happens, keep true to yourself, keep going. You see the reality of something. You see imagine that someone is, because you're Pisces, and Pisces sometimes is not very strong with himself or herself and allows to be influenced by others. Imagine that you're being manipulated by someone. Imagine that you want to start something that really speaks to you on a spiritual level, and it speaks to you in terms of your own path in life, and people are seeing that, and they don't want you to do that, because it might signify that you leave them. It might signify that you pay no longer attention to them, you pay attention to yourself. So it might signify that you're no longer codependent, and they're trying to hurt you, to not allow this to happen, to keep you from your path. And you see the reality of the situation. You see the reality for what it is. You see that this person is attacking you, and the angel is saying, keep going through this pain, keep going, put yourself on your own path. Understand that everyone is a star. Doesn't matter if this person or these people are attacking you or not. You are a star. They are a star. So be true to yourself. Have compassion for others, but be true to, and have compassion for yourself also. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. This is like the advice that this angel is telling you. And this is in April. In May, the cards that came out for you were the Seven of Pentacles, and this is like a little spider. Can you see? These are two little spiders, and they're making a web around this person's neck, and she herself is a spider. And the angel was Mitzrael, number 20, Mitzrael. You see? I connected this card when I saw it with, the tarot card, the Lovers, because there's couples, there's a couple here and there's a couple here, but it has different meaning. That doesn't have that meaning. But I'll tell you what the meaning is. Anyway, the Seven of Pentacles in May 2016. This is going to be a very long reading. It's 17 minutes in. Wow. Pisces, you get the longest reading of all, of every sign. So in May, you are contemplating something, you're evaluating something. You suffered some sort of pain, and that served to open your eyes in April, and now you're kind of stopping. In May, you're evaluating what will your new path will be. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I go that way? You're thinking about something, or you're thinking about someone, because this card, Mitzrael, number 20, what does it tell you? Number 20. The challenge is to see what is in front of us, and the lesson is things are not always as they appear. Mitzrael, truth and teaching. With the presence of Mitzrael, we are reminded that the truth will out. So, truth will always come out. This is my personal belief also. I have a Sagittarius moon, I think this. No, there's no use of lying and deceiving others. Truth will always win. He brings our attention to lies and misleading situations. What was I talking about in April? Something happened in April. Alerting us to deception. In doing so, it teaches us that we must not take any situation at face value, but always look to the deeper desires or higher intentions of people. If there are situations of hypocrisy or lack of faithfulness, this card will call our minds to test our relationships. Okay. So something happened in April, and in May you're still thinking about it because you don't know exactly, you're evaluating the situation in whatever happened, And the angel is telling you to see exactly what is in front of you, but to understand that things are not always as they appear. So imagine that you are a bit wishy-washy, because Pisces could be a bit wishy-washy and doesn't really, sometimes because it's a mutable sign, doesn't stay the course. Again, this depends, because you might have the sun in Pisces and like 3 or 4 planets in Taurus, and then that completely changes the meaning of your own personality, you know. So this is very general. Uh, let's say that you were not following your true path. Maybe you're not seeing your true path. You were like unaware of it, because sometimes Pisces cannot see itself clearly. And in April, someone did something which really hurt you. It really, really hurt you. And this person was like trying to keep you away from the path that you were already choosing in kind of intuitive, in an intuitive sort of way, uh, going towards it, but not in a very clear way, because Pisces is not clear. So in April something happened and you were absolutely aware of your path now. You were absolutely sure of your path now. You understand, I must do this. And if that final trial, that uh, pain, if that deception, if that attack by someone didn't happen, you would not be aware of your path. So that's why that this angel in May says, we must not take any situation at face value, but always look to the deeper desires or higher intentions of people. So let's say that this attack in April carry with itself the higher intention of the other person who attacked you. Let's say that the higher intention of that person's, even the person was not fully aware of it, was to show you the light, of your true self. And the only way that this person could do that uh, was through a sort of attack. And then you saw the light, because you experienced pain. So the highest intention of this person or people who attacked you uh, was to put you on your path. Okay? You understand? I know this is weird. So in May, Mitzrael is telling you to understand that. And in May, I think you're still thinking about it. You're still digesting the whole whatever happened in April. You're still thinking about it. You're still trying to reach the spiritual teaching, or reach towards the spiritual truth of it all, of whatever happened in April. In June, the cards that came out for you were the Wheel of Fortune and Michael. You know, Michael, I love Michael. See, he's my favorite angel. See, Michael? He's like, he has the sword, he's the defender. He's number one also. Michael is number one. So, in the back of these cards are like this. Like a mandala, you know. In the back of these cards of the Nicoletta Tarot are like this. So, in June, there's a transformation in your life. It's something that happens out of the blue, a big transformation. The Wheel of Fortune doesn't necessarily mean bad things. It's something that happens which transforms your life, something that happens in a very quick way. It could be good, it could be bad, could be positive, or could be negative. The lesson within the Wheel of Fortune is that life is always turning, and if you're up, then you're down. If you're down, then you're up. So understand that the life is always changing and flowing. So nothing is negative forever, nothing is positive forever. Life is ever flowing change. However, in this deck, there's the little butterfly, I don't know, fairy, and she's pinned down, she has been pinned down to this wheel, to this target, and she appears to be dead. So this is a very big transformation in your life. Can be felt as negative because to me this card tells me that yeah, sometimes when the transformation when the new cycle occurs, it can bring with it pain. It can be felt in a very painful manner. But Michael has got your back. He's there to protect you. Whatever happens, he always protect you. I never see angels as feminine. I always, again, I see them as masculine. I know that it could be. I know that many call them she, but angels are not feminine, are not, and they're not masculine. But to me, they're always male. I don't know why, but to me, it's always a male type of energy. So my Michael is there to protect you. Whatever happens, you're always protected, always. And if you're really feeling afraid during or scared during June, you call upon Michael, and he's there for you to protect you. And what does Michael tell you in June? Face your fears, that's the challenge. And the lesson is you will never be tested more than your own strength. So whatever happens, you have the strength to overcome this. And again, you'll if you face your fears, a change in your life and in yourself will happen. Michael is the protective power. His name means he who is like God. Know that with this card, that the sword of justice presides over any decision made at this time. Do the right thing and you will prevail. All that you do, if done with clarity and with an open heart, will be weighed in your favor. So don't be deceptive, don't be wishy-washy, um, be clear. If you are absolutely sure that you're doing the right thing, uh, if you're facing your fears, um, you will always be protected. So do the right thing, even if the right thing might bring some sort of um, fear and negativity into your life. Even if you feel that this change, if you do the right thing, if you are just and fair, if you defend your beliefs, even if you if by behaving like this, the change that occurs in your life is something that might be perceived as negative, it doesn't matter because uh, you will always be protected by Michael because you did the right thing. And what does it have to me, June, for you, Pisces? Is imagine that I'm going to give an example, just like general example, okay? Imagine that you work for a company, whatever, and you find that someone is stealing, for instance, and you confront this person, and this person tells you, please don't tell anyone, my wife has cancer, my kids have cancer, I have no money, I have to take this money to pay for this for this treatment, otherwise everyone dies in my family. It doesn't matter if he's telling the truth, okay? No one will notice that this money is gone. No one is looking at this account. The company has billions. Whatever you feel in your heart, okay, that is the truth and that is just. You should do it. If this person is telling you all this, I don't know if these are lies or truth. If you feel this is wrong, and you go and you tell to your superiors, this is what happened. And even if this backfires and you have a very negative type of reaction, a very negative type of change in your life, like let's say that this person is fired, but this person was very well loved, and everyone thinks that you did a terrible thing. No one likes you anymore. Um, this person's wife child, dog, parakeet dies and everyone blames you because you got him fired, because he was only taking care of his family, and how even if it creates such a very bad environment in your workplace until something happens and you are let go of this position because you did the right thing, what you felt was the right thing. It doesn't matter because Michael has got your back and the wheels are always turning. Okay? Even if you're down, you're going to be up. Do the right thing, you will always be protected. Even if negative things happen in your environment, it doesn't matter. Do the right thing. This is my Sagittarius moon talking. I don't know if you can see it. So, what happens to you, Pisces, during the month of June in astrologically speaking? So in June, there's a new moon in 14 degrees of Gemini, almost 15 degrees of Gemini, in the 5th of June, and Gemini is squaring Pisces. So this um, could be something which can be felt in a negative sort of way. And the 5th of June, this new moon will be squaring, Jupiter, and will be opposed by Saturn. So only lovely things, and will be also squaring the North Node and the South Node. Just good, happy things. No, I'm joking. And this new moon will be conjunct Venus and Gemini. So something to do with love, something to do with money, something to do with someone who has authority over you. It it could be a crappy month because for all Pisces, because in the 20th of June there's the full moon at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius um, squares Pisces. So I would say that for all Pisces, June won't be very all that positive, but Michael's got your back, like I said priorly. You're always protected. How this could possibly be more personal if you have something around the degrees of 14, 15 of Pisces. So if you were born around the 1st of March up to the, I don't know, 9, I would say even 11th, the 1st and 11th of March, and more particularly if you were born around the 4th, the 4th, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th of March, this type of energy might be more personal to you, so you might be more personally affected. What I gave was just an example. I have no idea how the energies will appear in your life, Pisces. In July, the cards that came out for you were the Five of Pentacles, and you're feeling really sad, really, really sad. You're feeling excluded. There's this lack of self-esteem, and this little bird is going to the heart of this person, of this little doll. It's just there. It's like peeking, not peeking, but taking the heart out. I don't know how to say, but going with its beak to the heart of the doll, and it's making the doll bleed. So you're feeling alone, you're feeling like an outcast because you did the right thing in June. You did the right thing in June, and it cost you. It cost you something. So you're feeling like you don't have enough money. You're feeling a lack of some kind. You're feeling very sad. There's very little self-esteem here. However, the angel Jebemiah, what is the message of Jebemiah, which is the number 11? Jebemiah, number 11, what does he tell you? In July, Pisces, the challenge is to focus. And the lesson is one step at a time in one direction will take you to your goal. The angels sometimes, these cards are very interesting. They seem to have like very conflicting type of advice. So if someone is attacking you, like the advice is forgive him or her because this person has your highest interest in your in mind. If you're feeling like in a very apathic, it seems to say go in a completely different direction. This person is not moving, is really feeling lack. You know, she's really sad, or you're really sad. But the angel is saying to get out of this type of energy, to get out of this sadness and this feeling of being excluded, you should focus on whatever project you have, and you should go one step at a time. And to read you further, Jebemiah number 11 is the activator of ambitions. So in order uh, to move away from this very negative type of energy, you should go towards your ambitions, and you should go towards your ambitions, your highest ambitions, by doing things slowly, one step at a time. This angel is one of those associated with the holy and hidden name of God called Shimhan-Forash. I don't know if I read God's name correctly. If I didn't, sorry. The 72-fold name of God was used in early magical texts and then copied into grimoires by magicians. Jebemiah is associated with the first verse of the Bible, so carries the meaning of creation. In a reading, the presence of this angel shows that your potential, your ideas and ambitions can succeed if you concentrate on them and give them your full attention. You must co-create with the divine plan and not allow yourself to be distracted. Don't be distracted by your own pain. Don't be distracted by your own lack of self-esteem. Just go towards your ambitions and do it with a plan, and do it step by step, slowly, but just do it. It's like, yeah, it's move away from this by going towards your ambitions. This is July. And in August, the cards that came out for you were the Eight of Wands. 37 minutes. This isn't going to be more than an hour. Oh, God. And Cassiel. Look at him. It's like a hidden angel. Ooh, this doesn't seem like an angel at all, does it? And he's associated with Saturn. I don't know how to call this. This is what? How do you call this? A staff? Something that he's holding. And if you look closely, it's the Saturn symbol. Here, it's the Saturn symbol. And it's associated with Saturn, this angel, according to the book, okay? If you look, there's like the device to measure time. I don't know how to call this in English. And he's a hidden angel. Look at him. It's like a ninja angel. So Eight of Wands usually speaks of something that happens quickly, or many messages that happen quickly, or it can also speak of like sudden ideas that come quickly to your head, like you have too many ideas and you don't know in which one to concentrate. This one, she's perfectly still. She's like meditating, and she's holding lots and lots of flies. No, not flies, because they have light. I don't know how to call this. In Portuguese, we call it pirilampo. It's a bug that produces its own light. So she's perfectly still. She's, I would say, meditating, and buzzing around her are these little bugs full of light. So she has lots and lots of ideas. This might speak that in August you might have lots and lots of ideas, or something might happen out of the blue, and you need to take action also. And the way to take action is to be perfectly still and meditate before you take the right action. However, Cassiel, what is the message of Cassiel to you? 18. So 18, what does Cassiel tell you, the hidden angel? So Cassiel, the challenge is to live in the world but be not of it, And the lesson is life will continue regardless. Sorry, Cassiel, mediator and meditator. I'm sorry, and she looks like she's meditating, right? She's perfectly still and meditating, and letting all the ideas and whatever happens just buzz around her. So, this enigmatic and distant Kabbalistic angel remains aloof and often hidden from human affairs. So it doesn't care about us all that much, does he? As he is associated with Saturn, he can bring tears and sorrow to those who deserve it. Oh, doesn't seem like an angel, does it? Because angels don't do that, or they don't seem to do that, but this one does. If you deserve it, you will cry. I will bring you sorrow. Um, However, he also brings a state of moderation to chaotic situations. And look at her. She's perfectly still. Everything is buzzing around her, but she's perfectly still and in silence and peaceful almost. Whatever happens, she's still. She's meditating. If this card appears as advice for one's own actions, we must take it that we should remain impartial and let events take their course. There should be no further meddling or engagement in the situation. So it's a bit different from the traditional views, because the traditional views is something. It could be like take swift action, could be that, or events are happening all around you. So it's more like that, the Eight of Wands. Events are happening all around you, like quickly, and this is August. But Cassiel is saying, be still, because also he brings a state of moderation to chaotic situations. So if you stay perfectly still within yourself and not take actions just for the sake of taking actions, and be serene, you are protected, because you will not let this chaotic situation um, do anything to you. So also he advises you to be impartial. Whatever happens, be impartial. Let events fly away, and be impartial. So observe life, to live in the world but be not of it. And the lesson is life will continue regardless. Whatever happens, life will always move on. Okay? Things are happening all the time. They are happening all the time. This is happening now, and then next week there will be some other event. Just let that flow and be serene. Meditate. I would say meditate in August. So I was curious to see what happens in August, astrologically speaking. And oops. And what does happen in August? That I know that in September there's something really powerful happening. It's the Saturn-Neptune square, and it will, in September 2016, it will be a very difficult month. However, because of this reading, and also because of another event which I didn't thought of in August, and I looked up, because of you, Pisces, what happens in Pisces in August. Okay, the Mars, which is the warrior planet, he begins the month in Scorpio, and then the rest of the month is in Sagittarius, and he spent a great deal of time in Sagittarius. Mars. How long did he spend in Sagittarius? So he spent March 2016, and then April, then he went retrograde. So all of May, almost all of May, also in Sagittarius, and then he went back to Scorpio, and in June Scorpio, in July Scorpio, and then he re-enters again Sagittarius in August. And he will be joining Saturn, which will be retrograde in August. I'm sorry, it's going to be retrograde in August, and it's going to be direct in August also. Uh, so something chaotic might happen because these two energies are direct. And you know what's happening in the world right now with terrorism, all of that. So, being these two energies, Mars is the warrior planet, and Saturn right now is in Sagittarius, and sometimes it can signify rigid beliefs, rigid religious beliefs, and with Mars with it, near it, conjunct it, could signify the will to fight, uh, to defend, or the will to attack in order to defend those rigid um, religious beliefs. Now, it can have other meanings, okay? You can apply this energy and in a very much more positive way and develop something that has true meaning to you, that has true spiritual meaning to you, or that manifests your values in life also. So, um, but because these two energies will be direct and will be conjunct each other, and when will they be conjunct? I would say the 23rd of August, if I'm not mistaken. Then 23rd of August, yeah, okay. 23rd of August, what happens? There's Mars in a negative, yeah, in a negative aspect with Uranus. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. And then the 24th of August, there's a conjunction of Mars and Saturn. And the conjunction will be in what degree? So it's the ninth degree. The ninth degree of Sagittarius. So if you have something around the ninth degree of Pisces, there might be some events which will relate to you in a more personal manner, and I'm thinking, I'm sorry to say this, I'm thinking something negative, something destructive, even something violent, because Mars and Saturn together sometimes can behave in a very negative and violent sort of way. But Cassio tells you, if you moderate, if you remain impartial, even if it's really difficult for you to do so, if you remain impartial, whatever result that whatever sorrow comes to you, you will moderate it. You will not feel the full impact of it. So if you have something around the ninth degree of Pisces, this energy might be more personal to you. And so if you were born around the 28th of February, in 2016 there's also the 29th of February. So 28th of 29th of February, so 27th, 28th of 29th of February, or even the 1st and the 2nd of March, then this energy is much more personalized to you. Okay? So something extremely chaotic might be happening during August, but serene yourself, be impartial, and keep yourself harmonize as much as you possibly can. In September, the cards that came out for you were the Knave of Wands and the what? The angel was Ananchel or Anankel. Ananchel. So look at him. He's like, kind of reminds me of Sandalphon. Sandalphon is not in this reading, in these cards, I'm sorry. And I think Sandalphon is connected with music, if I'm not mistaken. But in this deck, in Carmen Angel's deck, you have Anand Shell. And Anand Shell, oops, he has he's playing the fiddle, the violin, and he has all sorts of musical instruments. He has like, this is a trump or something like that, an harp. He's very artistic. He has a scroll and he paints and he reads and writes. And this is like a tambourine. And there's another musical instrument in the clouds. And maybe takes photographs to put here in this frame. He's very artistic. He seems to be very artistic. I would say that you're starting something new, and this is the way for that you have, Pisces, to deal with whatever chaos is happening in the world. This is the way you deal with it. Oh my God, 50 minutes. Um, you're starting something new, something which is creative, a new creative project, and you're starting it with something that fills you with passion and enthusiasm and joy. So that's the way out of whatever chaos is happening in the world. You go towards joy. You go towards what you feel passionate about it. And it's something new, something you've never tried before. It's a new project. And what does Anand Chal or Anand Kel tell you? It's number 24. 24. Okay, 24. The challenge is doing what is good, not what appears necessary. The lesson is only that which is built from love will survive. Do it with passion, do it with love, do it creatively, and it will survive. 500 years from now, if you start something something to do with that sort of nature, 500 years from now, people might still be talking about it. People might still be admiring it if it's a painting. People might still be hearing if it's a piece of music. People might still be reading it if it's a poetry, if it's poems, if it's a play, if it's a novel. Just do it. Let's say that something really horrific happened in August and it keeps happening in September. And people are saying we should go and volunteer. We should go and help the whomever. We should go and do these things to help others. But that energy, maybe to you, is like going deeper towards pain. Even though if you're helping, you will be in the midst of pain. Okay, and Pisces just takes all the pain and puts it in, and just it has no boundaries. It's a water sign. It has no boundaries at all. And the very big challenge to Pisces is just to construct some boundaries, having compassion, but at the same time not allowing all the pain of the world to flow directly towards him or her or to you. So the angel is saying, don't do that. Don't do what everyone is doing. Don't do what it appears to be necessary, like whatever relief or pain relief or go in volunteering and whatever one is doing. So Ananchal is beauty bringer. This angel is the grace of God and asks that we do what is most beautiful, create what is most harmonious, and love what we do. If you are struggling, this card shows that you must rather turn your hand to something that you love. That's it. That's the way out. Well, that's the way in. Do what you love. If everyone goes around and volunteer and do this and do that, and you're not doing that, and you're painting a picture of your cat because that's what you love to do, then do that. Do what brings you joy. It's something new. It's something which you never done before. And to hell with what everyone thinks. Do what you love. Do it, because that will prevail. That will prevail. And in the larger scheme of things, that might even contribute more to the pain relief of others. Maybe not right now, but maybe in the future. That is necessary. Go towards what you love. In October, what you have, the cards that came out were the Knight of Cups. No, I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands, and it's this little girl and she's on the backside of a pig. The pig is flying. I don't know if it's flying, but or maybe it's like running really fast. And she's in a forest of candy. A forest of candy. My God, this is like the dream of any kid. You tell a 6-year-old this, 6-year-old this. Would you like to be, I don't know, flying around in the back of a pig in the forest made of candy? The forest made of candy. This is like, yeah, yeah. This is to me is joy, real joyful months. And this is October, Pisces, and the angel that came out for you was Uriel, number 4. Uriel, I associate, or I've read that if you want something to do, if you want prosperity in your life, you should call upon Archangel Uriel. But in the Karma Angels deck, it has a different meaning, and I think it's the first one that came out, which is associated with prosperity and abundance. Sakiel or Sachiel is the one who's in this deck. So Uriel might have a different meaning, and I'm going to read it to you. But so in October, whatever you initiated in terms of, I keep thinking creative project. It's what I keep thinking, because Pisces is very artistic. You are here to create art, Pisces, not just art that others can appreciate. So it's Pisces is the artistic soul. So whatever you initiated in terms of art in the month of September, in October you're like developing it even further. You're really feeling really passionate about it. You're advancing towards that project with more passion and more boldness and with extreme courage also. Yeah, you're like full motors on. Yeah, you're flying towards that project. You're doing it with even more passion and even more enthusiasm and even more joy. Or it can signify something else. It can signify that during October you might meet someone. It can be a man or a woman from a fire sign, Leo. I'm Leo. Aries, or Sagittarius, who has this type of energy. Someone who's very bold, very vivacious, and goes and conquers something, and is very charismatic and very popular, very creative also. Or you might go on a trip in October. A trip simply to to make yourself feel better, like could be that. And Angel Uriel, number 4. What does the angel tell you for October? So the challenge is to see your part in the plan. And the lesson is sometimes we do not know the bigger picture. Uriel, prophetic poetry. So it has a different meaning, right? Known as God is my light. He is an angel who will bring light and understanding to difficulties. Listen out for wise guidance and act upon it. Uriel will show you the way. This angel also points out that what is happening in your life is part of a greater plan. So, if this person shows up in your life, and this could be a man or a woman up to the age of 30, not necessarily, could be older, but he or she has like a young at heart sort of energy from the sign, and this person can be from a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, um, Aries. This person might give you some sort of guidance. Just listen to what this person has to say. Even if it feels really selfish, just listen to it. Because this person might be like a channel for a message from the angels, or from Uriel in this particular case. Also, do what you're supposed to do if you're doing a creative project, because you don't see your part in it. You're part of a bigger plan, and you don't need to know what is the bigger plan. You just need to do your part with love and joy and enthusiasm. Just do your part. Don't worry about anything else. Okay? If you have to go on a trip, go on a trip. You don't need to know the whole plan. Just do your thing. The angels keep saying the same thing. Just do your thing. Be you. To hell with everything else. Um, and okay, in November you have the Six of Swords, and the angel is Mahasya. Mahasya. Again, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing the name correctly. Number 12. And some angels have astrological signs, astrological symbols within. This one is a, I don't know how you call this, a shaft, like a, you know, it's holding something. Is this called a shaft? And at the end of it, at the tip of it, the symbol that it has, oops, it's the sun. It's the symbol for the sun. It's number 12. It's interesting, and it has lots and lots of books. Can you see them? Lots and lots. So maybe an angel who studies a lot, an angel who reads a lot. I don't know if they read. So in November, I would say you're more healed. There's a healing process which happened or is about to end. It's moving away from troubled waters and moving towards rest and peacefulness and peace. Okay, so it's everything. It's being more serene within yourself. It's healing something. Healing something. You know, this bunny rabbit, he's crying. I don't know if you can see it, but he's crying. He thinks she's dead. She's not dead. She's just sleeping. She's just sleeping. So imagine that in October, this also could signify that you might have had a conflict with this person, with the Knight of Wands. Again, someone who might appear to be selfish. Also, person who's impulsive but very brave, very courageous, very bold, goes and takes what he or she wants, fights for what he or she wants. You might have had a conflict with this person, but again, the angel said, listen to what this person is saying, because this person is giving you a message from the angels, and you should listen to what he or she is saying. But you had a conflict with this person, and this conflict is over, and you're moving away in November to more peaceful grounds. So it's a more serene type of energy in November. And the angel Mahasya, what is he telling you in November? Number 12, he's saying the challenge is letting go of sorrow, and the lesson is happiness is something that requires recognition. Sometimes we're happy and we don't even know that we are happy. When you stop being happy when something ends, then we see it. I was happy then and I had no idea. And Mahasya. This is a good name for a pet, isn't it? Mahasya. Happiness and harmony. Another of the 72 letter angels. Mahasya encourage you to find what is most harmonious to you. When this card comes up in a reading, you must turn to what delights you most and look after your own interests. The angels keep saying the same thing over and over again towards you, Pisces, during the year 2016. Look after your own interests above others for this time in November and all the other months actually. The card also advises that you should stay close to what you know and not try anything new. So I would say whatever creative project which you started in September 2016, you keep on it in November. Keep September, October, November, keep on it. Okay? So find harmony. Yeah, find harmony. What is the most harmonious to you? What will bring you rest and recuperation and healing and staying away from troubled waters, being in a peaceful surrounding, just being serene and finding peacefulness and harmony, and keep working on your project. And you worked on it with tremendous enthusiasm in October, and in November keep working on it, even in a more relaxed sort of way, but keep working on it. Okay, that's the message of the angel. Also, if there was any type of conflict, and I would say to anything to do with your project, let go of that sorrow. If there was a conflict, let go of the sorrow that conflict might have caused you. Okay. In December, you have the Ace of Cups, and the angel is Zadkiel number 32. It's the last one of this oracle deck. So usually the Ace of Cups is connected with new love, an offering of some kind. I also connected with having the birth of a child. And if you see it, she has lots and lots of dolls. These are her babies. Also connects with developing some sort of spiritual connection to the, I don't know, the spirit, to the world, to the universe, to God. So it connects with the mysticism of some kind, with spirituality. Imagine that it also connects with a new project, a new artistic project. I say that you were working on a project out of passion artistically since September, October, November 2016. And maybe this project in December either ends and you start a new one which is more spiritual in nature, or this project will continue in a new phase in a more spiritual way, with a more spiritual tone. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any type of sense to you. What the angels say, number 32, Zadkiel, the challenge is to accept what has been presented to you, and the lesson is working as if something is true can lead to it becoming true. Zadkiel verifies and vindicates. This is the presence of forgiveness and mercy, of sparing someone suffering. It is righteousness that has checked itself and been cleared of all suspicion. In a reading, it shows that there is no harmful intent and that the situation is as it appears. So, if there is an offering to you of any kind, there is no harmful intent on it from the other person, which is kind of a bit different from what happened in May, kind of. And yeah, work as if this offering, if there is an offering, means has like a bigger or higher spiritual value. If you work from the position of this will bring me a bigger connection to God or to the spirit, to whatever, it will help me develop a bigger and higher connection, to God. I'm gonna say God. I don't know what other word to use. Work as if it will bring that to you. If you're working on poetry, if you're writing a poetry book, if you work from an intent, for instance, in December, that this poetry book or these poems will bring you a bigger connection, will help you connect better with God. If you work as if that will happen, then that will happen. Also, if you forgive someone, if you offer them forgiveness and mercy, and if you spare them suffering, also you'll develop a bigger connection to the spirit or to God. So these are very different, not different, but several meanings. And December is kind of weird. I don't know exactly how to read these two cards together. So, Pisces, 1 hour in 9 minutes, just for you, Pisces, because you're awesome. Just do your thing. Be an artist. Be the artist you're meant to be. That's what you're supposed to do. This is how you will help the world. By being you. By developing your own artistic abilities and intuitive abilities. Just be you. Be you. That's it. Okay, Pisces, this is the reading that I have for you for the year 2016. I hope you have a tremendous year. I hope you create wonderful art that will stay with us for, I don't want to say eternity because, you know, even 1,000 years doesn't mean eternity, but for a very long time. And if you'd like a personalized reading just for you, I can even use these two decks together. Please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. You can see my email below. You can see my list of services. You click on it and you see the services that I have to provide for you and the prices that I have. And then if you'd like to work with me, send me an email, okay? Thank you very much and bye-bye.